on, put those hands together like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's time. Come on. For Jesus. It's time for the Lord. Time to build, singing, shouting, praying. It's time, time for the Lord. Yeah, it's time. It's time for Jesus. It's time. It's time for the Lord. It's time to be right, singing, shouting, praying. I tell you, it's time. Oh, it's time. Yeah, listen. Ooh, people in the world hungry for God's living bread. Need to take a little time and do what He said. Start running, singing, shouting, praying. Live for Jesus. It's time. It's time. Oh, yeah, listen. Get in a hurry. Come on. And don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait too late. Praise Him for what He's done. He is the Holy One. It's time. It's time. Oh, yeah, it's time. It's time for Jesus. Everybody need to know. It's time for the Lord. Time to be wrong. Singing, shouting, praying. Time. Oh, yes, it is. With trouble all in the land. It's time for Jesus. I've got sense enough to know. It's time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's time for Jesus. Time for the Lord. Listen, I believe that if you take time out for Jesus, He will release the cure for incurable diseases. He said, if my people called by my name will humble themselves and pray, seek the Lord's face, turn from their wicked ways. He said, I'll hear from heaven, forgive the sin and heal the land. What are you waiting for? Get up, I tell you. It's time. It's time to give God the best of yourself. To put on a whole lot of other now. It's time. Yeah. Talk right, think right, feel right. It's time to see right. It's time to do right. It's time to act right. It's time to do right. Just do it right now. Come on and do it. Get in a hurry. Do it.
Oh, wow. Did it cut off like that? I guess it did. Oh, well. All right, let's see what we got. All right. I guess that was the end of the video. Hey, everybody. It is your girl, Boss Lady. Thank you so much for everyone that's tuning in. As you guys can see, I'm not at home. I had to do a makeshift studio today because I didn't have anyone to work tonight. I didn't have anyone to work in one of my homes tonight. So I had to go back in it in like another hour to pass mid. So I had to stick close to my job. So that's why I'm kind of like, I look a little different, but it's okay. We still gonna make it happen. But anyway, thank you guys so much for logging in for Quartet Corner with Boss Lady. Yes, it has been a minute. Yes, it has been a while since I've done a Quartet Corner podcast show because I've been on the road. I've been on the road a lot, a lot. I think this past weekend was my first weekend off from the road in probably the last 2 months. And really, I was really scheduled to be somewhere yesterday, but I told them I was like, I can't make it. It was just one of those things where it was like I was just going to come and just support. I didn't have to do red carpet or anything like that. It was just I was just there, just going to support. So one of those things. And I think starting next week, I'm back on the road again. I think I'm in Ohio. Then I'm back in Mississippi. Then I'm in Virginia. I fly out to Virginia. So yeah, I pray for your girl. I'd be tired. I ain't gonna lie, because my job requires a lot out of me. And hey, what's going on, Mr. Evans? My job requires a lot out of me. It requires a lot of my time. So yeah, that's probably why you guys don't see me as much. And I'm sorry about that, but it's all good. It is most definitely all good. I don't know what I just hit. I hit something. I don't know what I just hit. But anyway, so yes. I don't even know where to start it. Oh, before we get too far in this interview, I want to let you guys know next Monday around the same time, I will be talking to Mr. Kendrick Evans of Kendrick Evans and Renewed. Take the E off, apostrophe D. They will be on the show. And if you've never heard them, when I tell you full of energy, the vibe is great. Like it's just that good old quartet sound. So yeah, I wouldn't say old quartet because they got a very contemporary sound, but yeah, they completely out of the box. I have to take that back. They are out of the box. So we're gonna have Kendrick Evans and Renewed in next Monday. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But tonight, I'd like to call her the voice. This is Boss Lady Latricia Brown commentary. This is not law. It's just my opinion and how I feel. I would consider her as the voice, and the reason why I call her the voice because there is no other voice in quartet to me that sound like hers. I remember the first time I ever experienced her ministry. I want to say it was at the Ecclesia, and I will always see her walking around, but I didn't know who she was. And when I tell you, she is like the sweetest. She's the sweetest lady that you could possibly meet. She is so sweet, and it seemed like we just clicked and we bond when we first met. And hey, Mouse, my cousin on her Mouse, and it's crazy because before I go any further, if you guys on here, please share my live for some reason. And I experienced this at the celebration of quartet. I am not able to make my live public. My live is only friends to friends, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It really sucks because it messes with my numbers. So I don't know. But if you guys can do me a favor, Kendrick, if you guys can do me a favor, please share this live, okay? So yes, I'm trying to watch these comments and all this other stuff at the same time. So, but back to what I was saying. The first time I heard her sing, I was in amazement. Why? Because I said, this woman sounds just like Regina Bell Armstrong. I'm like, who is this lady? But when I tell you, she was killing it. Like, you could just tell, like, sometimes you can close your eyes and you can hear people sing and it sounds like it's straight from the studio. It sounds like a record playing. They just so perfect, right? And I was like, man, this is so neat. Like, she is really, really good. Never heard of her. You know what I'm saying? I was like, the more I researched, the more I learned that she's been in the game for a while. So I was like, what the crap? This is why I love what I do, right? Because sometimes we get so caught up in the big names that we see on a lot of these trending flyers, and we think that's all the quartet has to offer. Truth of the matter, that is most definitely not it. I know there are thousands of quartet groups across this country and even in the world that a lot of groups we have not heard of. have not given a chance to even showcase their ministry because we're so stuck on, and I hate to say it like this because I have a lot of good friends and colleagues that are main headliners that I talk to on a regular basis. I don't want them to feel like, oh, I'm, I'm just like trying to kick them under the rug. But no, it's so many groups out here. There are so many artists out here that I'll just pray and just hope that a lot of these promoters will give them a chance because, and this is why I am a huge advocate of showcases. I'm a huge advocate of showcases. Hey, Josh. Hey, Mr. Rappin. I ain't seen you on here in a minute. But yeah, I think last time I saw Terrell, I think we was in Kansas City. What's up, Mr. McDuffie? See, this is why I hate to start looking at the comments, man, because I got to speak to everybody. But I just think that there are so many groups that do not get the opportunity like a lot of certain groups that's in certain regions or areas. Let me just say it like that. But then let's see. I saw her minister again. If you was at the celebration of quartet, when I tell you a powerhouse, yes, a straight powerhouse. When I tell you that little bitty lady just kicked that stage, but that's the only thing I can say. It was awesome. It was really, really awesome. And we got a chance to talk in the hallway. I was like, I need you on the show. We need to talk about some stuff because people need to know who you are, even though I know people know who you are, but there are some people that don't, and it's a great, I think it's a great opportunity for me to get to know her because she is like one of the sweetest. So I hope she's ready. And let me say this. I think her camera is messed up. I don't know what's going on, but something going on with her camera, but I know we'll be able to hear her. And right now what I'm about to do is there you go. I'm going to bring Miss Mary Glover to the stage, to the Quartet Corner, which we're going to get a chance to know her and get a chance to talk to her. So y'all do me a favor, please share this live. And if you have any questions or concerns, oh Lord, make sure you put it in the comments. I'm going to read them. I'm going to talk about it, okay? Here we go. Miss Mary. Miss Mary. Oh Lord. Miss Mary. Can I hear her? Miss Mary. Oh Lord. Miss Mary, I cannot hear her. Let's see what's going on. Kendra, you said, I remember Mom Mary from back in the late 90s, killing the quartet convention back in Alabama. Check her out on the Windy City Spiritual Airs VHS. It's on YouTube. You know what? This one I want to try. Mary, give me a chance. Go ahead and hang up, Mary, and I want to call you through your inbox, okay? And I hope this works, all right? So, Mary, I want to take you down, and I'm going to call you on my inbox because for some reason, some people it works, and some people it don't work, and I don't know why. But we're gonna try to make this work, though. Y'all, give me 1 second. Yeah, cold-blooded, cold-blooded. So let's see. If she can answer. Ooh. Miss Mary? Okay. Now, all right. So give me a chance. Hold on. Let me see if I got her on I got her on her. It could, yeah. So let me see. Let's see if I can do this. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull something together. All right, let's see. Let's see if that worked. Yeah, that worked. But y'all get to see my background, so it's not that bad. I'm not worried about that. All right. Can you hear me?
I can see you. I can hear you.
All right. That's all that matters. Because right now, usually I have my little background, but because it's not acting right, I'm not worried about it. I'm not even going to worry about it. Oh, Miss Mary,
lady, how are you?
I'm doing good. Finally got you on there.
To God be the glory.
I know we had some difficulties. Last week and even today, but we're gonna get through it though.
It's got to be divine purposed. It's gotta
It gotta
be
be. It most
divine
definitely be.
intervention. We're gonna claim
Because
it and name it. Name it and claim it tonight.
it gotta be because I was on my way home when I got off of work. I was on my way home because I knew I had to do the show. And then I have I told you I manage group homes for people with IDD. And and one of my med passers called off. So I was like, so now I gotta stay in the area till 8 o'clock till my med pass at
Wow.
8. Really, my med pass is at 9 because you can do an hour before,
I
hour
got
after.
you. So you like in that same field that I'm in. Tonight I happen to be off.
Yeah. I'm never off. Like, even though I clock out, my phone rings all day long, and it's starting to get frustrating. Yeah, it's never a such
You
thing as
can
a day
handle that.
off. Even when I be out of
I
town,
couldn't do that no longer. I had to get that DON and interim and assistant director. I had to give all that up.
I'm telling you, and I understand why. Because I was telling my mom, I was like, man, I don't know how long I could do this. Because it's like when I'm off of work, I want to be off of work. Like, I
in
just want to be
nursing, you're
off.
never off.
Yeah.
You're just never off, especially a boss or a manager. It's a wrap.
I'm over it. So yeah, because of that, I want to say something so bad to Boss Lady. Quincy, this is not the time. I told you I couldn't make it to Mississippi. Quincy from the Sons of God, he in his feelings right now because I couldn't make it to Mississippi yesterday. And he gonna say, hey, Mrs. Glover. You see how he played
I'm
me
not
on my
even
own
able
show?
to see the comments,
okay.
but I just want to tell everybody hello and God bless you all, and thanks for tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging out with us
hi.
tonight.
Yeah, everybody's saying hi. Hi, Josh. Wait till I talk to Quincy. But anyway, so let's get to talking. Let's find out what's going on with you. So, you are from Ohio, correct?
I'm originally from Lima, Ohio. Born and raised.
Ohio from? Where is that at? I ain't never heard of it.
No, it's got its good moments and its past bad history.
Okay.
One of the major, biggest prisons are right there in Lima. Yes.
Never heard of it.
Lima, Ohio, the small little country, little city. You will bypass it. It's got about 4 X's and then you're out of it.
Oh, wow. So where do you reside at now?
I am in Mount Juliet, Tennessee.
Oh, so you're not in Ohio.
No, I'm not. I'm actually in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. I'm getting this buffering thing. Hold on. Let me get out of it.
But you look fine.
But yes, I moved from okay, so let's back up.
Okay.
Born and raised in Lima, Ohio. I moved to Cleveland, Ohio. And then after the passing of my husband about a year later, me and my son decided to just say, hey, look, we're gonna do something new. And we moved to Nashville.
Oh.
And when I got to Nashville, I fell in love with Nashville, even though it was very, very busy here.
Yeah.
We decided to do like about 15, 20 minutes outside of Nashville. So we're actually in Mount Juliet, Tennessee.
Okay.
So that's where I reside at now. Yeah.
I got you. So you say, so how long have you been there? Since after your husband passed?
You know what? Actually, it's been 1 year.
Okay.
This is the 1 year mark.
Okay.
This is the 1 year mark. Yes.
So what's the difference from the North and the Midwest?
Oh man, it's a mix of both. You get city and country all at the same time.
Do you?
And I'm dead smack in the middle of it.
Yeah, I know.
And a lot of music is in this city. When they call Tennessee the Music City, Nashville the Music City, they mean what they mean. I'm talking about everything down here slamming.
A lot of great opportunities.
A lot of opportunities. So I'm in the right place because I've always wanted to be here in the Music City, and hey, God just opened doors for me to be here.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that makes sense. So question. So man, so you say you're from, how you pronounce it?
Lima,
Ohio. Now you're
Lima, Ohio, born and raised. My mommy is still there.
But no, so when did you start singing? Like, have you
Oh
always
man,
been a
I
singer?
want to, I want to, I want to say I was 6 years old when I started singing my life.
Not the old version. Not
I'm
that.
running for my
Oh,
life.
okay. And you were
I'm
singing that at 6?
running for my life. Oh yeah, and then um, so I used to sing that as a little girl. I was in, they would always call me up for solos and everything. I was totally scared. And literally, my sister was the first one who even realized that I could sing or hum a little bit. And she taught me that song. Her name Tootie. We call her Tootie, but her name Darlene.
Gotcha.
So I hummed that song and been humming and singing ever since I was 6 years old.
Wow. So, so is your family of a quartet, like is from quartet, or how did you get involved in quartet?
And my mom is sanctified, all of it. And my grandfather, my mom's father was a bishop.
Okay.
So he was a preacher, bishop, and so we were like, I want to say Bibleized in the whole church and the whole traditional gospel quartet, whatever it was. And we never had like partake on what's what. We loved worshiping and praising God.
Mm-hmm.
And so wherever there was an open door, a church door open, we were there.
Gotcha.
We stayed in church from sun up to sundown.
Gotcha.
All day Sundays, mostly Saturdays, and definitely on Wednesday Bible study and Bible class and Sunday school and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The whole night. So we were just bathed in it.
Gotcha.
And so my mom, she raised us in that. And so it was 13 of us,
Mm-hmm.
born and right there in Lima, Ohio. Now a lot of us have moved on with our lives and have branched off into other cities.
Uh-huh.
But I want to say when I got out of high school, that's when I moved to Cleveland, and then met my husband, who was the bass player for the Mississippi Blind Boys.
Okay.
And I went on my first tour with them in 96, 97.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and I'm just bringing you up to date on some stuff. From there, I traveled around with the Blind Boys for years. And then me and my husband, we got real deep and heavy into promotions. Mm-hmm. We promoted and brought a lot of groups to the city of Cleveland.
Okay.
And then we started conventions. We doing a lot of the conventions, like the American Quartet Convention, under Dr. Stewart. Mm-hmm. And then Esther Wooten and Harvey Watkins Jr. Mm-hmm. And started on the Ecclesia Showcase.
Okay.
And we bought a lot of buses and stuff through and to their conventions. Some years it was, So we real thick in the industry from the late 90s or mid 90s, I should say, up until the passing of my husband, 2022.
Yeah. So I did see that he did pass at the end. What was that? December 16th?
December 16th, 2022.
And we was having a private conversation, and you was just saying how that was just a hard blow. That was a hard blow. I think that would be a hard blow to anyone that loved their spouse. I think, you know what I'm saying? And especially when you guys have such a close relationship, and like you said, y'all did so much business and promoting, you guys was basically a team, right? So
when I lost my husband, I not only just lost my husband.
Yeah.
I lost 26, 30 to 30 years of my husband, not 26
part of your
minutes.
life, yeah.
Not right. Yeah. I was fresh out of high school.
Oh,
and when we met in the ministry. We met as friends. and it blossomed into something else. And God just gave us 26 years married together, 36 years together doing music industry business, promoting management. He was the man, the ticket master. He was all of that. And so I lost my team.
Yeah.
In 2022.
Aww.
But to God be the glory. Today I can talk about it.
Yeah.
If you had called me a couple of months ago, I wouldn't have been able to even communicate.
Now, since you're on the since you're calling from your inbox, you probably can't see. Yeah, you probably can't see the picture. I got a picture of you and him up, and it's such a cute picture too.
Yeah.
I hate you can't see it, but yeah, I get it.
I know.
We're just trying to make it happen for right now. It's just a lot going on.
Right, but I'll go back and look at it, of course.
Yeah.
Like I said, my phone got messed up, and I'm still struggling with it. And so, but to God be the glory. Mm-hmm. We're on, and I'm so glad that you've taken this time out to
it's okay.
Just share my life story with your audience.
Yeah.
And I'm praying and hoping that some of my audience have done peeked in, because I did share this live with my audience. I got it on public. I was gonna tell you, I think you have yours on
it won't let me change it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Ever since I came from the celebration of Quartet, I cannot change my lives to public.
Oh, wow.
I have no clue why. I don't know what's going on, but I guess I need to research my live on public, so I don't know.
Well, maybe it's still wrapped up in the Holy Spirit, honey, because I'm telling you, that celebration of Quartet.
It was great. It was awesome. It really
was off the chain.
Yeah, it really was. You know, how did you feel about getting a call to come to this celebration of Quartet?
Well, a lot of people don't know, when Tubb started this, mm-hmm. The initial name QMAs, we were standing at the Stellas when he told me, and my husband was living at the time, and my son, we were all standing around. And he said that this is what he wanted to do. Antonio Henley was there, and we all stood there, and we said, "Hey, we with you.
Yeah,
we with you." And so this was a few years ago. Okay. I think we're now 4 years in now.
Yeah.
Even though the name has changed, but I've always, when I seen Chubbs, I just kidnapped him as my godson, mm-hmm. and that's who he. So I've been kind of walking with him, praying with him, praying for him in spirit, and I'm trying to support him in any way I can, because this is a hard journey. It's a hard journey.
It is.
And one of the things that I told him to keep his circle small, because everybody around you is not for you.
Absolutely.
And so, but yes, I've been with Chubbs ever since he started this thing. A lot of people didn't know it, but yes, and it just came to the forefront. I want to say just this past year, but I've been with him since day one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because we got comments coming in. Okay. Pastor Jesse Burgess, he said, "Good evening, Latricia Brown. Mary Glover really enjoyed you at Chubb's live recording."
Thank you.
Yeah, that event, I think, was like, if you did not know who Mary Glover is or was, you knew when you left that building, because I think that was like one of the highlights of the show. It really was.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, ever since, and I don't know, but it has to be God.
Yeah.
And it has to be the favor of God. Mm-hmm. That was upon that whole event. Something different happened on that stage that night.
Okay.
That's all I can say. Yeah. Because I had sung and I wasn't my best, because I had taken medication, because I was real dizzy. Mm-hmm. And I had took some medication, so I knew I felt like I didn't do my best, but God had something else in store. When I went up there to do the nomination, mm-hmm. the reading of the nomination, mm-hmm. it was nobody but God. It was like something totally different took over. And the sky is the limit and has been ever since then.
Really?
Yes.
Really? So people have been peeking out like, who is this lady?
Man, people have been calling me. I'm getting some bookings.
That's great.
To go from zero or to hardly no booking on since the passing of my husband. I'm getting those calls, and this is what I've been praying and asking God for. And just a little bit that I did, the little bit that me, Lisa, and Chubbs and all of us did on the stage, it just set the stone. It set a new vibe for me. And I'm just grateful to God that I was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we artists have to learn. We have to be available when the blessing is there.
Right.
You can't wait till the atmosphere or whatever has shifted. You got to be in that place where God wants you to be. And I believe that's what happened.
Yeah, I think so, because it took a minute for us to get back to where we needed to be. Yeah, because we was already kind of running behind and all the other great stuff, but yeah,
right.
It was a great experience. And I think a lot of times God will allow you to feel certain ways or a certain sickness to come upon you, not to punish you, but for him to step up. Because a lot of times we be thinking it'd be us.
It'd be us. But I knew when nobody, honey, when I tell you I knew it was nobody but God that day, because my head was literally spinning.
Really?
But you couldn't tell because I was just in the spirit. I was in a spiritual high on that stage singing that song, It's Time.
Yeah.
Because that was the first song of the making of my upcoming album.
Okay.
And so all I could think about was my husband. I had my husband on my mind, and I knew he was with us in the spirit. And my son, he always got my back. That's my son, a manager. And we had 3 new vocalists that we working with that God has blessed us with. And I was just in a supernatural spiritual high.
Yeah.
Singing This Time. And God just took over that whole segment. God just took over.
So I have a question. How many albums have you released, or have you mainly been doing singles?
I've got about 3 albums. Okay. I have the Simply Mary Glover album.
Okay.
I have Hands on Me album. And the Bless Me album from Jet Records. A lot of people don't know I was one of the first leading vocalists on Jet Records. Bishop Cooper. Okay. And Steve, see, you don't know this. And Steve Cooper was my producer.
Okay.
From the group Fire.
Okay.
The group Fire is selling high. And real quick, I just want to give them my condolences for First Lady Cooper, who passed away recently. And Jet Records is my family. So yes, the Bless Me CD did marvelous works for me. I want to say back in 2002, 2005. That's when the Bless Me CD dropped from Jet Records.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So when did you know? Was it more or less your husband's idea that you start singing, like be in the industry and, you know what I'm saying, have your own group, or was this something that you always wanted?
This was something that I dreamed of as a little girl and had always wanted. Yes.
That's the first time I've heard that answer.
When I tell you,
seriously,
I used to dream of being on stage with some of the greatest artists, and I won't name but just a few of them. I'll say Pastor Shirley Caesar, Vanessa Bell Armstrong, the Vicky Winans, and just so many others, and Dr. Bobby Jones. That was my dream.
Really?
Yes, literally. And I'll tell you about one of the dreams specifically that I look at just about every day and sometimes is able to go and visit. I dreamed one day that I was going to be in a museum with Dr. Bobby Jones. Wow. Today is not a dream anymore. Right. It's a reality.
Wow.
I'm literally in one of the museums down here with Dr. Bobby Jones and the Nashville Super Choir.
So when you say a museum, what do you?
Museum, a real museum.
What? Bobby Jones
The
got a
national.
museum?
No, it's called the National African American Museum.
I was gonna say, now wait a minute now. How did I miss that? Okay, I got you. So
this National African American Museum, I guess they started, I don't know when they started building and working on this project. 2019 is when we had to do the set for it. 2020 is when we went and did the set for it, and we sung "Oh Happy Days."
Oh wow!
And I'm telling you, you all just if you ever come to the Nashville, Tennessee area, please go to the National African American Museum. Well, it's right downtown.
We'll be down there for the Stellas, so I most definitely will make that a part of my itinerary. Seriously, I most definitely
please do
go there.
Please do. We are there in the museum performing "Oh Happy Days."
Okay.
Yes, and then this exhibit that we're in, you can actually record yourself, send it to your email, and then you'll have the exhibit, and you can go there and you will see it. You can share it with your audience on Facebook.
I'm going, hey, everybody that's on here. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. I have no clue what's going on with Facebook. Eric, Bossman Graham, he said Mary. Like he just screamed your name, goofy. Hey, Eric. Hi, Pastor Bass of the Delaware boys. I love them.
Praise God.
Joshua Richardson, he said, hey, Miss Mary. Kendrick Evans, he said, ask her about on time God might come late, but he's still on time.
That was blessed. That's on the Bless Me project.
Okay.
God can come late, but he's still on time. That's on the Bless Me project.
Oh my Lord. Hi, Hazel. Look, he just put down, like, did he put down the whole lyrics? Like a whole paragraph. But yeah, he said it's something that's on YouTube, but it came up with VHS. You know what he's talking about? He said it's a song.
He's probably talking about the initial live recording of "If You Just Hold Out."
Oh wow!
Because I got two of them. I got a Hold Out video, and it's one of me and Willie's favorite. That's the song that made us who we are.
Really?
That was my first try for a video, a live video.
Okay, like a concept video.
Yes,
okay.
We recorded it in 1998. Now listen,
I graduated high school by then, so it's not that bad.
But you know what? A lot of people say she been around for a while, but she looks so young.
You do,
but you know, God been good to me.
Yeah.
God been good to me. That I prayed for, dreamed of, and just I'm living reality of what I've asked God for.
Right. That's awesome.
So I'm thankful.
Yeah, God is still faithful. And even when you was talking about earlier in this interview, you was just saying how your bookings was like very slim, and then it just took one performance. It just took one appearance, and it's like all of a sudden doors are beginning to open. And I think a lot of times we do get weary in well-doing. Yeah. Sometimes we do. We human. Sometimes we get frustrated because you be like, now how? Now wait a minute now.
Because we as artists, we see other people being productive and being prosperous, and you like, well, when is it gonna be my time? Yeah. When, God, have you forgotten about me?
Yeah.
And trust me, I've been there, and I'm still there a lot of days. Mm-hmm. But if I can encourage somebody that's listening today or tonight, I just want you to know to enjoy the journey, enjoy the season that you are in.
Yeah.
Look at Dr. McKenzie on this past weekend.
He looked good.
People, I'm gonna be very transparent with you. Oh, people laughing at his wig and he got a toupee on, this, that, and other. But look at this. Look how God has graced him.
Yeah.
And blessed him.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to say is we have to be thankful for the season that we are in.
Yeah.
receive it gracefully, and walk in it and enjoy the journey, because that is setting you up for the next height.
Yeah,
it's setting you up. And so I'm just thankful for the journey.
Yeah. You know,
I'm
I
thankful for
saw something where he say it was a guy. He was a homeless guy. He was like, so many people are trying to hurry up and get to the destination, but really it's in the journey. And I was like, man, it made so much sense. Like how much we have learned and, then conquered, or, all type of stuff is through the journey. Because when you get to where you think you're supposed to be at, it ain't going to be what it's cracked up to be.
Let me add this nugget to you.
Okay.
It's a sad place to be in when you're in the wrong season.
Oh, wow.
You don't want to be in the wrong season.
Yeah.
Trying to get your blessing.
Yeah.
So you ask God to walk with you, prepare you for what you're asking him for. A lot of times we're asking God for things that we're not even prepared to receive.
Yeah. Mentally, spiritually, physically, all of it.
Exactly. So God, and God hears us, but he's preparing us for what we're asking him for. Because he is a just God. He will give you desires of your heart, but he's also going to give you what you need. He gives you what you need, but he's also going to give you the desires of your heart. We got to trust him and know that he is faithful and he is able.
Right.
So if we keep our eyes on the prize and not what other people are doing, we'd be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? And I think a lot of times in quartet, it can become so discouraging because you see a lot of the flyers and it seems like they just keep picking. Let's be honest. They just keep picking the same groups. And I know there's over 1,000 quartet groups across this country and even in this world, because there's quartet groups that's outside of this country. But it just seemed like, okay, when is it my time? But I just feel like I think with every group, a lot of times they'll look at a crowd and they'll be like, oh, let's just sing this one song to be done. But you just don't know. That could be your space and window of opportunity that God has for you. That's why every time I tell people, whenever you sing or go hit that stage, you better act like it's your last time. Because this might be it. This might be what breaks it for you. So
and let me tell you something. In that moment when they gave me that paper to do that announcement, and that house was in a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
That's when I lost who I was. I forgot about what was going on. I forgot I was busy, and I let go and I let God have his way.
Yeah, that's good.
And everything that happened after that, I don't know.
You don't?
Because I've been on a spiritual high ever since then.
What?
I've been on a spiritual high.
That's good.
Spiritual connections, divine connections.
That's good.
And God is just blessing.
That's good. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Because that's why I was like, sometimes I feel like the people that's in the northern states or even cities, sometimes they kind of catch the bad end of the stick when it comes to quartet and being, in the midst of things. Because you guys are so far, you know what I'm saying? But now I found out you're not too far from Nashville. I'm like, because I really did think you were still in Ohio. I really did.
Hey, look, you and a whole lot of other people. Hey, look, hey, listen. Harold introduced me from Cleveland, Ohio when he.
I'm telling you, we didn't know. Yeah, did not know.
And that's because I was there, and I've been in, well, not so much for Cleveland, but I've been in Ohio basically all my life.
All your life, yeah.
And when I tell you, it was a leap and a trust of God and major faith and praying to come here to this big state.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't know nobody, because I know a lot of people here, but you don't want to go to nowhere and be a burden or just rely on other people. When I found myself at the hotel praying to God, because I didn't have a place to stay when I got here. The plan that I had fell through, but watch God. When it finally fell through, my plan that I had, when it fell through and I found myself on my knees asking God, I said, Lord, if you're with me, I need you to show up.
Yeah.
Because everything that I thought that I had planned out has failed.
Yeah.
Where are you? When I tell you I walked into a brand new house, built from the ground up.
Oh, wow. When you moved down to Nashville?
When I came to Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
And the lady told me, she said, "This is your house. You let me know when you ready to move in."
Wow.
And we've been here ever since then.
I bet you have.
This is me and my son's first year anniversary celebrating.
Really?
Oh, you can probably still hear the echoes in the back because we're still, still getting things together.
Gotcha.
But God, he's just an awesome God. And I tell everybody, wait on him. Your plan is not the plan of God.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good to have a plan, but trust me, it may fall and hey, it may wiggle, but you gotta trust God.
Yeah. I got you.
And that's what I'm doing in this season. I'm trusting God and I'm moving in his way.
Yeah. Now so maybe this is where we need to put a pin in it. Like we briefly talked about the passing of your husband and how that completely changed your life. And now you're telling us about how you just had to completely depend on God because your life completely changed, right?
My whole life completely changed.
Now, how would you, or what would you say to someone? Because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm speaking from a place of still mourning. Like, like it's hard for me even to say my granny name without feeling some type of way. Like when I say I miss my granny so bad, because we called her mama. Like when I say I miss my granny, like I went to the laundromat and I was folding clothes, and just to smell the clothes brought me back to my childhood, just to remember. Because my granny and them, they used to hang their clothes in the backyard on a line with the clips. Like, girl, remember time? There wasn't no time I was turning that dryer on. They
yes, sir.
And it was just like, now on my timeline, I don't know what it is, but a lot of people that I know, people that are close to me, it's so many people that's mourning, like people that you just never thought that would just pass on. Young people, older people. And it's like, it seemed like every month it was at least 3 people that I knew. It might not have been the one that was really close, but I was like, oh, I know them. At one point I was like 3 people at one time that I know was in the morgue. And it made me feel so bad. Like when you're saying like you had to completely like depend and trust on God for, to continue on. Can you show us what that looked like? And for real, like, how did you find yourself in the face of God to get over it? Because when I tell you, grieving it looked different for everybody.
It does.
It does. It looked different, and it comes from out of nowhere. And every time I hear them speak your name, I always hear them speak your husband's name. It's almost like all the time. And I'm like, man, I wonder, like, how do she manage that? So I guess that's my question.
Let me say this to you. Okay, so Willie passed away in 22. In the year of 23. Okay, we started the year with him because we wanted him to bring in the year with us and the year after that with us. So I found myself sitting on my couch, I want to say about 15, maybe 20 days in that whole month of January. I didn't work. I couldn't work. I was mentally gone because not only was I interim director at my job, my husband was my transportation driver. So not only did we do ministry together, but we worked together. So I found myself in a place of nowhere. I was lost, but I can't even tell you what most of 23 looked like. Wow. But I was determined. Now I'm gonna say things about grief. Grief comes in so many stages.
Yeah.
And it's not going to come in this stage and then that stage is over. This stage, then that stage is over. Acceptance, rejection, all of that. It comes and goes when it feels like it does what it wants to do.
Yeah.
When I tell you Jesus was my strength.
Yeah.
And it was him that said, look, you're not dead. I need you to live.
Oh, wow.
I was sitting on my couch in broad daylight still waiting for my husband to come home. But one day in those 20-some days, I don't know when it was, but he spoke to me and he said, "You're not dead. I need you to live."
Wow.
So I just want people to know that while you're living, don't take life for granted.
Yeah.
And you've heard this, but I hope I'm speaking real deep to somebody. Don't take life for granted. Every minute, every second, every hour, every moment, every whatever. It's a chance for you to tell somebody that you love them and mean it. Yeah. It's a chance for you to make a phone call. How you doing? It's a chance for you to pick up the phone that modern technology has so made it easy. Text. I'm just checking on you. I love you. Are you okay? Because when I tell you, when the funeral was over, so was everything else. I wasn't getting those phone calls. I wasn't getting that. That's when grief set in, because you don't have nobody there. But at your lowest point is when God can get your attention.
Wow. Yeah.
So I just want people to be encouraged and know, hey, build your faith and hopes on things eternal, and try Jesus and let him be the leader in your life.
Oh, wow. That's a good word, because a lot of people need to hear that. Especially, it seems like people really don't care about life anymore, for real. It's like, it's just like the value is not the same. But I'm glad you said that, though. I really am. I'm glad somebody.
And the word love is so loosely used. Yeah. And I'm going to say it's used. It's very loosely used. Yeah. Because, and it's sad, and I'll take Willie's death. I won't use nobody else's death. I'll take my very own husband's death. It was so many people that loved him.
Yeah.
But they didn't call and tell him.
Wow. Yeah. You heard about it at the funeral, though, at the homegoing, I'm sure.
You heard about it at the funeral, homegoing, everything like that. But then when all that's over, guess what? All of that love goes out the door.
Right. Oh, wow.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I want us as Christians, as quartet singers, as traditional gospel artists, as soloists, whoever you are. Don't sing along no category that you're in.
Yeah.
Just be a child of God. Do what God would want you to do. Reach out to people and tell them you love them. Act on it. Just don't ransack. He said, love is what love does. And it really, really is. When he sung that song about, Dr. Rance was a great man of God. But it's just simply what he said. Love is what love does. And we're gonna have to really show love.
Yeah.
Because we leaving out of here. We getting out of here. Old, young, whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Keith Wonderboy Johnson, before he left here, we were on stage at the Impact Network right here in Nashville. And he told me, he said, Mary, you're doing real good. I'm proud of you with Dr. Jones. He said, but I need you to get some of that music. And my husband was standing there at that same very time. My husband was living, Keith Wonderboy was living. He said, I need you to go back and get some of those old songs and refurbish them and bring them out.
Wow.
A few weeks later, Keith Wonderboy gone. And then shortly after that, my husband gone.
Oh, wow.
But I'm so glad that Keith gave me my flowers and I gave him his while we were together.
Yeah.
And connecting and that's what it's about. It's what it's about. We got to love each other and really mean it, and fellowship. Get together, help one another. You see me struggling in my ministry, don't be too ashamed to say, hey, I got something that I want you to be a part of.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of artists come up to me and say, how did you do this? How did you do that? Well, I stayed in the way.
Yeah.
I didn't give up because I know God got work for me to do.
Yeah.
And I know my dreams would one day come true. I just didn't know how they were going to come true. But hey, I'm living in my dreams right now.
That's great.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Boss lady, I'm living in my dreams right now.
And you know what? And then that's also a testament of saying that it's never too late. I think a lot of times people feel like their time has like surpassed them because they feel like they're older. But you know, at one point in time, I was feeling the same way. I was like, why would I want to start this in my mid-40s? Like I could have been doing this 20 years ago. But God had already told me that if I would have did this 20 years ago, I would have mishandled it. Right. Because my maturity level was totally different in my 20s than I am in my 40s. So sometimes we have to tell God thank you for his time. Not really sometimes. We have to tell God thank you for his timing because he knows what's best. Man, because some stuff that I encounter over the road now, I wouldn't be able to handle that 21, 22 years old. Absolutely.
I know.
Could not have.
Me neither.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hi, Miss Loretta Coleman. Hi, Pastor Deacon Robert Craig. He said, "Good morning,
everybody."
Yeah, I love them. So because it's so much I want to talk about. So, by you being in the music industry, I had made this reference. I say she is the voice. Like her voice stands out. Like everyone, you can hear people singing, you know who it is. But when you hear her voice, you was like, oh, that's Mary Glover. You know that's Mary Glover. How do you feel when people say that you sound a lot like, it's not Regina Bell, but what is it?
No, it's Vanessa. Vanessa Bell.
I was like, because I know that.
Vanessa Bell.
Yeah, Vanessa Bell. Like, how do you
it thrills, I'm going to tell you, it thrills me. It just knocks me off my feet because she was one of the ones that I listened to. And a lot of Dr. Jones would say, not only do you sound like her, but you look like her.
You do.
He told me, and he stood us together. One day we were all, matter of fact, it was planning my one of my events, and he stood both me and Vanessa together, and he said, "Y'all see, y'all look alike." it was so funny, but yeah. I'm totally thrilled.
I'm telling you, like the raspy, and it's like your voice is so clean. It's like it's really clean, and it's like, man, every time I hear you sing, it'd be amazing to me because I'm like, how does somebody sound just like Vanessa? But it's quartet. You know, it is what it is. But I love it. I really do love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vanessa. That's my girl. I love her. Her. Beverly Crawford, Lemmy Battles, Leanne Fain, all of them are my loves. I love them.
You can tell because you can hear it in your music.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
And
yeah.
I get a chance to talk to them every now and then when they're not so busy. I'll reach out to them or, hey, let me tell you something. Lemmy was the one that pulled me out of depression one night.
Okay.
She called me. She said, Mary, I'll be in Cleveland. This was when I was in Cleveland. She said, I want you to come with me. I ain't gonna tell you where we going. I said, all right. I said, what you need me to do? I said, I ain't working. She said, pick me up from the airport. Man, let me tell you what that lady did for me. She took me to Dorinda Clark Cole show.
Okay.
On TCT.
Okay.
Literally took me to her show. Blew my mind. And she said, you next. Oh. And guess what? I was next.
Really? Oh,
yes, I did Dorinda Clark Cole. Yeah, the Dorinda Clark Cole. So
you wasn't prepared. She just told you when you got there.
I'm always going to be ready.
I get that part.
I was ready, but I just didn't know where we was going. But she surprised me and took me right there. And I didn't even know Dorinda did her tapings at TCT right there in Akron, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Right there in Akron, Ohio. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of information.
So my God he just opens door. He just opened doors and windows for us. And I always tell God, Lord, I know you're not going to leave me. And the rebuttal is, you have to be prepared for the season that you're in. And God will prepare you for the season that you're in. You don't want to be in a season that you're not prepared. And that's the best I can give to the people.
But that makes so much sense, though, because the season is going to come. You just be prepared for when it does.
That's right. And you got to be ready.
Yeah. You got to be ready.
Say if I hadn't answered that phone, say if I said, hey, I got something to do, this, that, and the other. You can't be too busy for the blessing that you're asking God for.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
God is good. God is good.
Awesome. I love it. Love it. So what you got coming up? What you got coming up? Because man.
Well, I got an album that I've been trying to drop since just before Derek Lee passed away.
Okay.
Derek Lee from Bobby Jones. BT.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was the one that was working on my project called Perfect Storm.
Okay.
And one of the first songs that I released on there was It's Time. So what I'm trying to do now is just regather, regroup, and get it back to going. So I just came out of the studio working on the new sound of If You Just Hold Out. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be coming out, as well as the completion of the album called Perfect Storm. It's going to be coming out. I'm hoping that it'll be done no later the first quarter of next year.
Okay.
Right now, Aaron Lewis. Aaron is one of the greatest produce anything.
Okay.
Franklin. He produces for the group Risen. And he did my song Lord I Thank You, the one that I got the video out on. I did just a picture video. He's doing that right now. What you hear is the radio edit, but around the Stellar weekend, I'm going to be dropping the actual single. The whole complete song will be available, hard copies on. I'll have them in my hands for sale. Stellar weekend. Okay. The weekend of the Stellars. Yes.
Right, that's gonna be cool. That is gonna be cool.
It's definitely gonna be cool. So a lot of people have been telling me to get that out and move it. So that's what we're doing.
I love the title, Perfect Storm. I think that's I think that's a great testimony.
Yeah.
That's testimony that a lot of people need to hear.
A lot of people, and I know a lot of my son, he actually finalized the cover, finalized the name of the whole project. And he said, "Mom, you need to name it Perfect Storm."
Yeah.
And when I thought about the Perfect Storm, I thought about how Jesus himself was in a storm. He wasn't worried about it because he is the storm. He is perfect. He is almighty. He is all-knowing. And the disciples was running to him, and everybody's worried, hey, what you gonna do, Master? What you gonna do? He said, I got this.
Yeah.
We have to be still and know that God has this. In the storm of our lives, we have to be still and just know that God will give us peace.
Yeah.
And that's what this whole album is about.
I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. Yeah. I think that's very, very awesome. Because just listening to you talk, I'm just gaining wisdom. I'm just listening. And I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes quartet gets such a negative tone to it, or, people be like, oh, always have something negative to say. But, when
a lot of people say, oh, you're not quartet, but you be around quartet all the time. Well, I don't want to be in a box.
Good.
I am a traditional gospel artist.
Yeah.
You find me over here in the quartet section. You're gonna find me over here shouting. You're gonna find me over here dancing. You're gonna find me doing a lot because my God is a great big God.
Yeah.
He's a worldwide God. Wherever I plant my feet at, that's my sanctuary.
Wow.
And that's where I want him to use me at. So you gonna get Mary Glover every time you see Mary Glover.
Robert Craig, which is a radio angel, he says, I'm still playing Lord, keep me on the highway.
On your highway.
Love it.
Now that one, that's a concept video that's out as well. That's on YouTube.
Okay. He said he loved it.
Yeah, we went to I did that video in Texas.
Okay.
I did a concept video in Texas. Man, I'm telling you, God is just. I just thank God. That's all I can say.
That's good. I think and I think a lot of times our younger people miss out on wisdom just listening to you talk. Like, man, you know, it's like I haven't had one of these conversations in a while because I'm always moving. You know, it's like and a lot of times it's like when I get a chance to sit down and glean from someone, it's like I take advantage of it because I really am. Like in a minute, I gotta look at a minute, I gotta go down the street and pass.
You know what? You'll never. I won't say never, but let me just use it for right now. You'll never know what you got if you don't get out there and start working towards it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't hold your blessing in your hand. You got to share it.
Yeah.
You can't hold your hand like this. All of y'all that's listening out there, ball your hand up and see if there's anything that's going to get in there. Nothing's going to get in there. You got to open your hand.
Yeah.
You got to go on out there and work. Get out there and network.
Yeah.
Support people, you know, and get busy on your craft. There's only one Lisa Knowles. There's only one Lemmy Battles. There's only one Pastor Shirley Caesar. It's only one of them. Be the best you that you can be.
Right. Yeah.
And let God elevate you, not man, because man gonna let you down when they don't want to be bothered with you.
Every time.
But when you let God elevate you, that's the safest place to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy. I love it. I love it.
I love you too. And I'm just so glad that I stepped out. I said, I'm gonna stay out of her. I got me an attitude and I said, hey, boss lady.
I was like, who is this little bitty lady? And I saw it was you. But when I tell you, every time I see you, you look so gorgeous. So elegant.
Thank you.
You sound the way that you look. I promise you. And I'm like, man, I just love that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't look like what you've been through or what you're going through. Oh. Yeah, because I think you was one day I posted on Facebook, I said, I most definitely look like what I'm going through because my hair wasn't done to nothing. My hair wasn't done, nails. I said, I look like I'm going through. Like, I don't care what nobody say. But yeah, I love that you are a pillar in the industry, especially in the quartet industry. And even though, you know, people say so much negative stuff, but, you know, I'm glad that we have women like you that's in the industry that's still holding the bloodstained banner. And, you know, I just love it. I love it. I love it.
And especially female artists, we got to support one another.
That's one of the biggest problems we have. Everybody's not in competition. Some people God sends into your life not to compete with, but to learn from.
Right, but to learn from.
We learn from them, yeah.
And connect with them. No, I don't think nothing. This weekend, we're going to Sawana's event in Cincinnati.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah, I've been running these past 2 weekends. I was in Atlanta, then we went to Carolina, was with Doc Nim this past weekend.
You went to Carolina?
Girl, I was in Carolina.
Did you drive? That's what I meant to say.
Hey, look, drive. Look at me.
Oh Lord.
Baby, I was on that Be Ready train with Chubb Norton.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Yes, sir. We had a ball. And Doc McKenzie looked so good.
We do.
We had to be there.
Yeah.
And I'm just so grateful that we didn't change our minds and say, nah, we're not gonna go. We didn't. Do all you can do for the Lord right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it. Mm-hmm. Get on that Be Ready train.
Right. Absolutely.
And be available to the Most High God and let Him elevate you and use you. And I'm telling you, I'm going some places. I don't know where I'm gonna land at, but I know I'm going some places.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just thank God for the journey. I really do. And I want us women, before my friend passed away, Shaquita Lumsey, the great Shaquita Lumsey, my friend, my sister, I'm talking about my peace partner, would visit me all the time when I was living in Cleveland. She said, Mary, if us women can get together,
yeah,
we will be all something else. And so that's what I would like to even see now. us ladies getting together and supporting one another.
Yeah,
I really do. I want to see that.
that'd be great. Now,
On a for real basis.
Yeah.
On a for real basis.
You know what?
Not for no shape, form, or fashion, no outside show to the world, but just doing it because we need to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is so true. Because they say we can't do it, but I believe it can be done.
That's right.
Who is that? Faith Harrison. Faith Harrison.
Yes.
I met her in Kansas City at Devon Womack's his gospel premiere show. I got a chance to meet her. Hey, she said
she's from Cleveland, Ohio too.
Oh, she is. I didn't put that together. But yeah, I do remember her telling me she was from Ohio. Now, if someone would like to get in contact with you, would like to book you, or just, whatever, how can they get in contact with you?
Through my email.
Okay.
And you will be connecting with my son, who is my son and manager, Elijah Glover.
What's your email?
And my son and manager, Elijah. My email address is gloversgospel 411 at Gmail.
Glover's Gospel. I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Or message me, inbox me on through Messenger, and make sure it's real. Don't be trying to flirt with me and harass me and all that foolery.
Look, like, don't be trying to make me a sneaky link. I got it.
Don't come up here trying to be sneaky now.
I'm telling you, I feel like I'm too old for it now. Like, I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy. Like, listen, it's either you like me, you don't. Tell me right now. Like, if you don't like me, I would not get offended. But don't be in my inbox with me neither. Yeah.
But I want serious inquiries. I really do. And I need all the photos I can get and all the support that that I can get. And trust and believe God. So I support people. I support people.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm gonna share your post. I'm gonna put a heart on it every time.
Thank you.
I like hearts.
I appreciate it. Okay. Faith Harrison, she said, what's your email address? She said, can you repeat it?
Glover's Gospel 411.
Okay. At Gmail.
Or you can go to Instagram and look up Simply Mary Glover.
Okay.
And you can come back with me today.
I hope you got it, Faith. Okay. And that's the Gmail, correct?
That's Gmail.
Okay. Well, it was, man, this has been great. And I really feel like we only hit the tip of the iceberg. Like, I really don't feel like we got really too deep, but it was certain things that we really needed to talk about. And I think that it helped someone tonight. I really do believe it helped someone because you helped me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, you helped me. And yeah, even in the season that I'm in, but baby, when I tell you, I think I didn't do a podcast. I didn't travel for a good month or two. Like, I didn't want to. Like, I didn't want nobody talking to me. Like, shit, no, like, like, I just didn't want to be bothered. But yeah,
because we get discouraged, and even in our well-doing, but we got to be of good faith and just know that that's the moment where we should be not focusing on God's business, because once you put it in God's hand, it's His business.
Yeah.
You go to whatever else that's next on your paper, on your books to do, and let God worry about what you've asked Him for.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone, because it will come to pass. It will come to pass, and that's what I've done. My ministry wasn't going well.
Yeah. And
hadn't gone well in a long time, but I started doing my other passion, which was nursing. I'm a registered nurse with the state of Ohio. So instead of staying in Cleveland, I started being a travel nurse.
Okay.
So I was traveling big time in nursing, just doing my other passion and focusing on that. And that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Focus on other things. Go and help somebody. That's also a ministry.
It really is.
Yes. Yeah. What you're doing in your work of life, what things that you're doing right now, that's a ministry all by itself. So when you podcast, do that ministry. Yeah. God will elevate you. He'll turn some things around for you.
I believe it. I need him. I'm
trying to tell you. He will turn some things around for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to call you.
Please do.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes. Please call me. And I want to real quickly give a shout out to Jennifer and company, Amelia. Harold introduced me to them. I've heard a lot about it, but he introduced me to them two ladies at the celebration of Quartet, and we just been like this ever since.
Yeah,
and so I thank God for that. I really do.
Yeah, Jennifer's real cool.
And Will Sutton, oh my God, I just love how he manages Chubbs. It's just amazing. Yeah. And just all to everybody that's out there listening, y'all keep me in your prayers, because I'm telling you, it's been a rough journey. It's been a rough journey, but God He's keeping me. And then real quick, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna show you how favor works. So I'm sitting in the audience at Doc's thing this past Saturday, and everybody pointed me, talking when the guy got up, was like, "We need a singer up here," or asking for who's next to sing or whatever. And the people started pointing at me. I'm like, no, do not point at me. I'm sitting here.
See, that was your
time to enjoy the service of the Lord.
No.
But they gave me that mic, honey.
I believe it. And I believe you.
And I just praise God for that little bit of fame, because hey, He could have chose anybody.
That is so true. That is so true.
Just be ready. Be ready.
You have to go find a video. You got a video of it? I know you do.
I do not know who has the video, but it was just, hey, look, it was just a little small portion of it, but I was on fire after that again.
Well, that's good. That's good. Man, this is cool.
So kudos and shout out to the Swannies. Thank y'all for that. That was a blessing.
That is so cool. Well, Miss Mary, I'm gonna call you. I gotta run and pass these meds before 9:00. So
okay. And to all the birthday ladies, I love you, Sonia Adams.
Hey y'all. Hey everybody that's logged on. I need to figure out why I cannot go public, which is completely weird. But yeah, I gotta figure out what's going on with that.
That's okay. We're gonna share this and it'll get to the people.
Yeah,
it'll get to the people.
Absolutely.
But Boss Lady, I appreciate you for taking your time out to interview me, and
no problem.
I love you. We definitely going to do this again.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I can't wait to see you sing again.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you sing again. It's like when I see you sing, it'd be like I'll be catching you. I'm like, oh, okay.
And shout out to DAF Records, DAF Entertainment. That's under the leadership of Pastor Darren and Pastor Adrian, the group Risen.
Okay.
That's who the song "Lord I Thank You" and "The Perfect Storm" is going to be under the label.
Gotcha. I can't wait to hear it. I hope you release it real soon.
Yes, right now it's available, but the radio edit is available. So the radio edit is already available, but the hard copies is on their way.
All right. Well, I'll see you in Nashville. I get it in Nashville.
You got it.
Well,
and shout out to my boss, Dr. Bobby Jones.
Oh Lord, Bobby Jones in the building.
Yes.
Bobby Jones.
We're going to be with Hezekiah Walker on that Thursday night of the Stellas.
Oh, wow. So wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
So when do everything start? Do everything start Thursday?
I believe everything is going to start on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Calvin Norton got something going on. We're going to be with him. I'm just telling you, y'all just get down here and get Stella ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. This will be my first time going to the Stella, so I'm really.
And you're gonna love it.
Yeah,
you're gonna love it.
I'll be excited about it. So, I get to do a couple of red carpets and stuff like that. So I'm gonna really be excited.
Now, let me know which one you're gonna be on. Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, thank you so much, Miss Mary. I can't wait to see you again. And you have been a great guest. You really have. I really appreciate that. So yeah. All righty then. I don't feel like getting up.
I love the audience. Make sure y'all come to the National African American Museum. Y'all
I'm going
in one of the exhibits.
I'm going.
Oh, happy days.
I'll be there because I want to see them. I want to do that.
Let me know when you go down there. Hopefully I'll have some time we can go together.
Yes, ma'am. I got your number.
All right, girl. Love you.
I love you, ma'am.
Love y'all. Peace out.
Oh man, that was so cool. Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, I love what I do. I don't care what nobody say. I love what I do because man, you get to learn so much about everybody. Like stuff that you be like, she just kind of remind me of like, like a godmother or someone that you could just glean from. Like, man, and a lot of times in quartet, people have their guards up so much because so much stuff has happened or stuff that be going on. People be so guarded. But you know what? It's sometimes God has sent a person in your life where you don't have to feel guarded. And that's a wonderful feeling. Like you could just be transparent and you could listen to their experiences and then you could tell them yours and don't feel any shame or anything about it. I love it. I love it. And I think that's probably what I need in my life right now. So it's all good. But yeah, y'all, I gotta go because I gotta go back to work. I only gotta be there for like 15, 20 minutes because I just gotta pass meds. But it's okay. It is okay. But I do have to go before I won't get a med error. So I love you guys. Next Monday around the same time, I will be talking to Mr. Kendrick Evans. Man, I'm telling you, from Kendrick Evans and Renewed. You guys gonna love him. But yeah, and it's so funny because he called me auntie. Oh Lord, I'm an auntie. Okay, I'm bringing it. I'm making it. I don't want to be auntie, but I'm an auntie now, so it is what it is. All right, y'all. Let me go. I love you guys. God bless you. And if somebody can help me, what's going on with my Facebook page, please let me know because this is so not good.